it's very clear. You guys can see that. Here's Casanova's song, Set Trip, and this was one of his biggest hits. This came out after Don't Run, and I'm not going to play the music, obviously, because I'm going to get hit with a copyright immediately. But as you guys can see, here he is. You know, they got the ape mask on. He's there with a bunch of affiliates. You see red bandanas everywhere, right? This is an esteemed panel of gentlemen, clearly, right? And in the song, he's talking about, you know, punch you in your face, motherfucker, I'll knock your teeth out. You know what I'm saying? All this stuff. All right. So, but you can clearly see from the video, here we go, gang signs, right? This one is a very common one for Bloods. Bandanas. This is ape sign right here with the A, with that to make an A, right? AKA the Gorilla Stone. So, I mean, bro, if I was a case agent on this shit, I'd be like, all right, clearly this guy is a member of the gang, and if you listen to the lyrics, he's saying a bunch of gang affiliated codes, who brought you home, etc., which is a term for who initiated you in, etc. I'm G checking these fucking clowns, what set you rep, all this other stuff, right? So that's just one. Now, actually, this song is tough though, I ain't gonna lie. But I'm putting on my federal agent hat real quick, okay? I'm taking my music fan hat off and I'm putting on a federal agent hat for y'all, right? So if I'm the agent, this is what I'm looking at, all right? So let's look at another video. Let's see here. If you guys are enjoying these breakdowns, give me a goddamn fire emoji in the chat, all right? While I pull up this other video for y'all, because I'm giving y'all the Fed perspective here as we watch these music videos. Because I'll tell you this, they're definitely watching. I'll tell you that. So here's another one here, okay? Class Murder, Big Ape, okay? This is the anthem for these guys, by the way, guys, all right? This song's tough, too, I ain't gonna lie. But as you can see, they're here in Harlem, shooting it. Bunch of Bloods in the background, right? Bandanas everywhere, red rags, okay? Got the 2X chain, which is Casanova's brand, okay? And Cass is obviously in the song, too. And you can see a bunch of gang members all in the background. Because, real talk, when you have bangers like this, right, where it's a gang song, I always, if I was on this case, I'll be looking at the background. The people that are going to be closest to him are going to be, obviously, gang affiliated. You see, you got the girls with the bandanas. As an investigator, that's what I'm looking at. I want to know everyone that's around him in the circle that's closest to him, as an investigator. So this is him, right? And then Cass comes on. Right? More gang. Look at his chain, by the way. Here, check. If you guys can see, what does that look like? Oh, it's an ape. Right? He's smart. He doesn't have a red rag with him, right? Because obviously now he's getting money a little bit. So he's not trying to, be all out there like that. Right? This is a couple years after Set Tripping. There we go. Gang handshake. Okay. Yeah, so this is obviously, we watch the videos like this all the time, like, okay, who are these people? That's how you gonna look at it, right? So, anyway, this is a good song too. Anyway, so, stop sharing. Then, I'll show you guys some more stuff, right? So you got a picture of him with Dick Wolf in prison, right? And then you got all these music videos, right, where it's clear that he's affiliated, right? Let's look at some more stuff. Here's another one with Fetty Luciano. Fetty Luciano, guys, is part of the G-Stone Crips, a.k.a. this is GS9. This is Bobby Shmurda's people, all right? Here's a song he did with Casanova, right? Bloods and Crips. Unifying to make some music, which is, great thing. You can see they're throwing up the A's, right? And then him with his guys, Fetty Luciano, they're walking around with Crips. Okay, that's something that New York Crips do all the time. They actually walk around with canes, guys, and crutches. They're cripping for real, right? That's a New York Crip thing that they do. Well, it looks like one guy actually has his foot hurt. But anyway, you guys get the point, right? Now, and by the way, let me break this down for y'all real quick, because I know some of you guys are probably like, wait, Myron, what the fuck? Why are Crips and Bloods together in a music video? What the hell's going on here? So let me break this down for y'all real quick, because New York Bloods and Crips are very different than West Coast Bloods and Crips, right? So in New York, guys, it's common for Bloods, Crips, GDs, Gangster Disciples, all these guys to be friends with each other and all be from a different gang, but still kind of be like one in an umbrella group. Okay, like that like New York is not like the West Coast where it's like, no, you only stick to your own and you don't fuck with nobody else. You know, the West Coast still has that to some degree, but it's not as frowned upon in New York as it is on the West Coast, right? Because they're in the West Coast, it's ingrained, man. You're born into a Crip family, like you're inheriting beefs from generations ago, etc. But in New York, the Bloods and Crips, a lot of them are friends with each other based on where they're from. Okay, so it's not uncommon to have Crips and Bloods that are best friends that shoot at ops together, okay, or opposition, okay. And I'll give you an example of this. You look at like the Wu, right? Rest in peace to Pop Smoke, right? You look at the Wu. That's an alliance, guys, of Crips, Bloods, some renegade GDs, etc. And they all beef with like the Blicky Gang, 22Gs in them, and Coach the Ghost, you know, aka the Twirlers. And even though the Wu has different gangs, it's one faction, one umbrella that goes after the Chos, right? In this case, which is going to be mostly 90% GDs, all right? Versus the Wu is Bloods and Crips. So in New York City, it's common for members of different gangs to be friends with each other and work with each other to align themselves to fight off ops, okay? So that's why I want y'all to kind of understand that, because I know some of you guys are probably watching that video like, what the hell is going on here? Why are they doing a music video together? But that's how New York gangs work, all right?